Here's how to make a house track on FL Studio. Today I'm going to be breaking this down in as much detail as possible so it's super easy to follow along. Let's jump straight in. Let's start by going into our piano roll by pressing this button up here. Here is where we can add our notes. We're going to press this button up here to load up our channel rack where we can add plugins. Here we can press this plus button and we can load up any plugin of our choice. Here I'm going to be using my plugin Grainx4. Now that we have the plugin open, we want to choose some kind of melodic sound. You can use any key preset here. This is the sound that I'm using. We then want to right click this and press the piano roll button so that the notes we add are using this sound. Now we want to choose what scale we're going to be in. So we can go up here and go down to view and choose scale highlighting. Then we can select the scale. There's a ton of these, but mostly we'll use major or minor. In this example, we're using minor, so we can right click on this to select it. And now we can select a root note. We can choose any of these. In this case, I'm using F sharp. And now we can see exactly what notes are in our scale. So we can use any of these notes highlighted in a lighter tone and not the ones in a darker tone. I'm going to start by laying down a bass note here using F sharp since this is the root of our scale. I've got this really simple pattern here which plays at these three notes and is duplicated across again. Now all I'm doing here is adding a top line melody. We can use any of the notes from our scale for this. You can pretty much choose anything as long as you like the sound of it. Just make sure to keep to the notes in the scale. Now we can press this button up here to go into the channel rack and we can select this here and scroll up and down to assign it to a mixer track. In this case, I've sent it to number 6. If we then press this button up here to load up the mixer, we can click along to insert number 6 where we can start adding our effects. In this example, I have a fruity delay 3, a chorus, and a reverb effect. Here's how this sounds with the effects on. We can now right click up here on the pattern and click render as audio clip. If we then go back into the playlist, now this is in the playlist, we can double left click to go into the settings. We can then pitch it up and down. I've decided to pitch this down by 2 notes or 2 semitones. Again, we can assign this to another mixer track, in this case number 7, where I've added 2 gross beat effects. One plays the reverse preset and one plays the double speed preset. Here's how this sounds. We can then double left click up here and drag across. We can then press this button, go to tools and click consolidate playlist selection from selection start. This again will render it as another loop, which we can drag into the playlist. Here I decided to pitch this up by 3 semitones and here's how this sounds. Great, now that we have this down, it's time to add the bass line. So we're going to go up here and scroll to go to a new pattern. We can then press the channel rack and we can press the plus button and add another plugin. In this example, we want to use a bass preset. There's a ton of dope synth bass presets inside of Grainx4, which if you want to check it out, it's currently on sale and linked in the description of this video. For this pattern, we're going to be taking the bass notes of the chords, but because we half-timed and reversed the chords, they might not be in exactly the same place they were as before. So this involves using our ear to figure out which sounds we need to use. By the way, since we pitched the melody down twice and then pitched it up 3 times when we exported it for the second time, technically we're 1 note above what we were. So actually we're in the scale of G minor rather than F sharp minor. If we click this here, we can now see exactly what notes are in our scale. Here's how this bassline pattern sounds. When we combine the chords with the bassline, here's the overall sound we get. Now here's the next part, we're going to add a string. In this example, I've chosen a string pattern from Splice, but this is really simple. We're literally just taking any string preset, so we could go into our channel rack and we could load up any plugin, take some form of string preset and simply lay down the root note, which is G. Or maybe we pitch it up. You get the idea. In this case, I've taken this one from Splice, which is exactly the same, but it also has a vocal throughout it. Now it's time for our drums. We're going to go into our channel rack and we're going to drag in a drum sample. You can do this by going into the browser. Most of the sounds used here are from my Listen Up drum kit, specifically from the house section. This kit has over 200 sounds and again, it's linked in the description of this video. The kick is going to play on every single beat. We then have a clap pattern which plays on every other beat. An open hat pattern which plays in between each beat. And finally, an offbeat closed hat pattern. You can also click down here on the velocities tab to adjust the volume for each individual note. Then we can also add a cymbal or a crash. Pretty simple, right? Now here's a technique that you guys have to be using. For house music, we want to add a sidechain to all of our melodic elements. So we're going to go into our channel rack and we're going to find our melodic elements. So we have the loop sent to number 9 in the mixer track and the string sent to number 10. So if we press Ctrl and Shift and click on both of these, we can right click to any empty mixer track. Here I've used number 8. Right click down the bottom and click route to this track only. So now any effects that we apply to insert 8 will be applied to number 9 and 10. In this example, we're using an RC20 retro color, which uses this vinyl 1 effect to make it sound a bit more realistic. And we're using a kickstart sidechain, which ducks the volume every time the kick hits at the beginning of each beat. Here's how this now sounds on its own. I'll turn the kickstart on and off so you can hear the difference it makes. And that is the quickest tutorial on how to make a house beat on FL Studio. I hope you all learned something from this video. Here's how the final track sounds. By the way, if you want access to Grain X4, which was a plugin I used in all of the sounds in this video, then make sure to check it out using the link in the description where it's currently 70% off. All purchases help support the channel, so I appreciate all of you who have downloaded.